Hello 8th grade, back for another video finishing out Mod 6 or MGSA. This is video part 2. We're going to do questions 13 through 24. Alright, question 13. This is a piecewise graph. We saw this in the notes, okay? We have different linear functions depending on the interval that's taking place here, okay? So which statement is true about a section of the graph? Okay, so in section N, the function is linear and increasing. Okay, so find section N. Here's section N, 0 to 3. It is linear and it is rising from left to right. So that's actually a true statement. Let's make sure. Function in section P, the function is linear and decreasing. That's not true. It's actually increasing, so B is not it. Section Q, the function is nonlinear and increasing. If it was nonlinear, it would be a curve, and I see a horizontal line. A horizontal line means the slope is 0, so it's also not increasing. All right, section R, nonlinear again and decreasing. Well, we have a line there that's increasing, okay? Not a curve, not going down. So D is not it as well. A as in apple is the correct answer. So what you're doing is evaluating each section for the truth of what they're saying there. Okay, using what we did in number 13, you are going to do questions 14 and 15. Yours are circled already, so I'm just going to circle mine. Okay, let's go on to question 16. It says, the owner of a coffee shop compared the amount of hot coffee in fluid ounces sold and daily high temperature in degree Fahrenheit per day. Her data are shown in the scatter plot below. Okay, so here's our scatter plot, hot coffee sales, and we've got the temperatures, okay? Notice they're increasing, okay? And then the amount of sales, okay? So we're going to see what happens in our graph. Well, we've talked about this before in the notes. I did a review for scatter plots. As X increases, what is happening with Y? We can see that it is decreasing, okay? As X increases, Y is decreasing. All right, so we've got a negative function here, negative relationship. All right, so if these data are modeled by the line y equals negative 6.8x plus 900, which statement best describes a valid prediction the owner could make? Okay, so we're going to be using this. It says, on a day with a high temperature of 0 degrees Fahrenheit, the shop can expect to sell about 425 fluid ounces. Okay, so let's go to our line of best fit. This is our line of best fit. It came up with a linear function there. And they said 0, okay? 0 degrees. Well, that would be our x. So y equals negative 6.8 times 0 plus 900. Well, anything times 0 is 0, and we add 900, so we get y equals 900. But they said about 425. That's not close to 900. So we're going to eliminate choice A. All right, let's do this again. Choice B says 20 degrees, and we're going to get 6.8 fluid ounces. I don't think that's even a cup of coffee at all. I know my coffee is bigger than that one. Y equals 6.8 times 20 plus 900. And we get negative 6.8 times 20 plus 900. We get 764, and they said 7.8. Like I said, that's probably not even a full cup of coffee, so let's eliminate choice B. Okay, C, on a day with the high temperature of 0 degrees, the shop can expect to sell about 900 fluid ounces. Well, if you remember in choice A, we had 0 degrees there as well, and when we substituted that in, we ended up with 900. So choice C is the correct answer. And again, I'm just going to call your attention to this. A and C can be used with that one. Okay, so C is the correct answer. You're going to use what we did in 16 to do 17 and 18. And let's go to 19. Okay, as part of a training program for a triathlon, Marcy completes a 3-mile run a few times each week. The scatter plot shows the times in which Marcy completes this run for each week that she has been in the training program. Okay, based on these data, which statement best describes the relationship between the number of weeks Marcy has been in the training program and her running times? All right, so let's look at the data in our scatter plot. What's happening as X increases, okay, as the weeks, that's the time, as the time goes on, what's happening with her time in minutes as she's running this 3 miles, okay? Well, she's decreasing her time there. So as X is increasing, Y is decreasing. So this is a fall from left to right. It falls from left to right, which is what kind of relationship? That would be a negative, okay? Falls left to right. That's negative relationship, negative association. Okay, they do look like they are in a line except for this point out here. Okay, this point out here is all by itself, and we know from our notes that is called an outlier. All right, here we go. A, there is a negative linear association with no outliers. Well, that's not true. We do have an outlier, so cross off A. It is a negative linear association. That's true. There is a negative linear association with one outlier. Well, that's exactly what we have in the scatter plot, so B is correct. C and D both say positive linear associations, so they would not be anywhere near that, okay? So crossing out C and D as well, but I just wanted to make sure you understood why. Okay, so B is in boy. Using what we did in question 19, you will answer question 21 and question 20 and 21. Okay, let's go to question 22 now. The relationship between the total cost in dollars and time in hours is shown on the graph below. What is the meaning of the y-intercept? Okay, y-intercept, it's where we have the point 0b, okay? Y-intercept is 0b. So what's going to happen here? That means that x is 0, so the time is 0. Time is 0. So that's what we want to find. We want to know what is the y coordinate when x is 0. All right? So we go to our graph. Here is 0. The y-intercept is right there. All right? So it says the total cost when time is 0 hours. Okay? Well, I look at this. When the time is 0 hours, I get a total cost of that amount of money. That is correct. That is what we were looking for there. The total cost when time is in 0 hours. Why can it not be the other ones? Okay, the change in time for every change is in total cost. Okay, well, it doesn't represent a change here. Okay, it doesn't represent a change, so that's not it. The time when total cost is $0. Okay, well, when when dollars is 0, what time do we have? We have a time of 0 as well. Okay, so that would be the origin. So it's not that. Okay, the change in total cost, again, change in total, that's our slope. That's not, it has nothing to do with the y-intercept whatsoever. So A as in apple is the correct answer here. All right, using the information, using what we did in number 22, you are going to answer questions 23 and question 24. And I will see you on the next video, part 3. We're going to do questions 25 through 36. You take care and stay safe.